Hey there, so what's new in this version? A lot of things done previously in older versions were improved and others removed. For example, the character's hand following the camera. Due to some code defects that I found in my armature code, I removed it temporarily. Also, I wanted to point out that we moved the entire project to the new render pipeline of Unity, the HDRP, High Definition Render Pipeline. So let's start with programming, with our lovely path system. Currently in game, our path system is composed by the node group and the node. But let's see how it really works in the engine. In the hierarchy, I'll select the path, and then the one that says clock tower. You can see that it will show some white lines in the scene. That's where the non-player characters can go, the NPCs. Pressing a node, we can visualize to which node they can go. There's also buttons that I've created that can auto-connect missing nodes and remove any repetitions. The path system can also generate a path from point A to B, but that's not currently in-game. I'm still debugging and making tests to it. Alright, let's visualize in-game now. Here we can see our glorious students walking through the courtyard, which they are all following the white lines. So far, it's working perfectly. Why did you have to get stuck now? You're ruining my immersion. Inside the castle, the path continues. Soon as an NPC enters, they can go right or left and go to the floors above. Yeah, if there was an NPC. Oh, there comes one. Never mind. I'd like to know where are all the students. Probably it's already summer and they already went home and I'm like here standing until the one comes. Come on, I just need one student walking to the clock tower to show this path system. Oh, I don't know where you came from, but come on in, come on. This castle is full of secrets indeed. The student chooses to go right, and upstairs off he goes. I'll be waiting upstairs. Imagine you're running late to class, and you're in the courtyard. You just make a full-on sprint all the way upstairs, up to the clock tower, and then the rest of the entire castle until you reach the classroom. Also, where on earth is that student? He should be up here by now. Oh, here he comes. I've been waiting for you, my child. Now he's going to the hospital wing. Does Hagrid have to make this entire route just going to the Great Hall of some dinner? No wonder he's so strong. After he reaches the node located near the hospital wing, he'll go back. The NPCs always try to avoid to take the node where they previously were, unless that node has only one connection. But that's it for the path system. Let's continue with programming. The NPC system is a bit more complex. We got the NPC that could be a wizard. Then we got the generator that will randomize names, surnames, and other information of this character. The spawner, an example of it, is that if the NPC is at the other side of the map, he will not be rendered, but it will spawn in the scene when you're near him. The NPC dialogues, it's where all the dialogues are saved. Then we got the NPC interact, that contains a module from the interaction system. The same applies to the NPC interface that contains a module from the interface system. Finally, we got the NPC Actions group that contains different actions, such as random walk, random run, follow, stay, or look at. But let's test all this stuff in game. Let's find someone to talk to.
Hello there, kid.
Jeez, that will be terrifying if you were that student. Well, hello, Sophia Potter. From Hufflepuff, she says,
Hi Maridany, how are you doing?
And just between us, for you to know, I only have the 3D male character. We don't got any 3D model of a female. But we'll do it in the future. Okay, so I will press the button hider, and if we interact with it again, she will say that she really needs to go. Well, that's tragic. Alright there, go! Run! Run! Wow, she's running really fast though. When you talk to an NPC the first time, you'll get an introduction. Then, after you say hello or any other stuff, they will say other things. You can ask him to stay there, or to make him follow you. So the next plan is, let's create an army to defeat Voldemort. Hey you! Join us or Avada Kedavra! Let's go find more students, I already got 4. You seem a little bit off. I mean, the lights are on, but nobody's home. Today, we reunite here to discuss our plan to take down Dumbledore Voldemort. He who must not be named, that I just named or spoke it now. That's how brave I am. Well, after potions class, because of Snape. And we're a bit late. Wonderful. Does someone has an excuse to tell Snape? Oh, I got a plan. Follow me, my childs. Let's create an explosion outside. And then we tell Snape that, yeah, there was an explosion, you know, and the path got blocked and we couldn't get the potions. What are you waiting for? It will not magically explode anything if you don't cast any spell. Bombarda! Everyone just freaking out. They don't want to get involved in this case.
Hello there, come on in. You're running late to your potions class. Snape will get mad. You got to be joking.
Let's move on to 3D modeling. MineOriginal improved a few models. For example, in the hospital wing, a wash basin was added into the wall. But not only that, but now the windows got different level of details. One will render only when the camera is near to the object. The other, it will only render when the camera is really far from it. For example, this is the lot 0 and this is the 1. The same applies to the courtyard. This is the lot 0 and this is the lot 1. But you can't see any difference. If we take another close-up, now you can see the difference. Every single object, we have lots. Well, not technically every single object, that will be a waste of time, or will increase a lot of performance, but oh well. In the clock tower, we have 3 different lots. This is the lot 0, the lot 1, and the lot 2, that has a great impact. Taking another close-up, now we can see a big difference. But not only that, but you can see there's a lot of trash being rendered that it's not necessary to be rendering. For example, the trees. So we decrease a bit the level of detail for the trees. Yeah, but it's kind of a problem to have that many trees being called. That's a problem for the draw calls. For example, for the grass, one mesh includes all this grass, which is really faster. So what's faster, rendering one model in 20 meshes or one mesh with 20 models? Of course, the second option. So, in the first option, the CPU tells to the graphics card something like, hey, draw me a mesh of grass right there. Oh, also I forgot there's a bit of grass also to the right of that one. Yeah, just add it. Keep adding grass. Who gives a sh**? Now, imagine the CPU sitting on a beach chair, wearing sunglasses and be like,
Just draw me there a group of grass and we're done for now. That's a lot of grass. Holy sh**.
For the vegetation, we are using a package from the asset store, the Book of the Dead. You can go check it out, it's really nice. In terms of level design, what's new? Basically the whole thing. We just kept adding trees, bushes, grass, etc. Always being careful with the level of detail. And we needed to be careful because it will be really heavy. And the frames per second would quickly go down. The ground of the clock tower or the ground of any other area is a separate mesh, so the NPCs can walk on. Before we advance to the time system, let's take a look to the gears that MineOriginal made for the clock tower, which later they will be floating and rotating according to the time. Exactly. How do we plan to do that? Well, I don't even know. It was such a mess, but in the end it worked out. The clock will tell you the time in game, and its engine will be rotating, counting every second. Seems pretty heavy, huh? But it's not. Just slows down like 1000 frames per second, that's nothing special, just kidding. It will only be rendered or updated when you're inside the area, so good job with the modeling, MineOriginal. It's really precise. But let's move on to programming again. So, I changed completely my whole code that basically is about the time in game. In other words, the day cycle. And the time system contains multiple classes, like the calendar or the lighting. The calendar will tell you the seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, and the current season or the day state in the game. Yep, all of that stuff. And the lighting will control the light in the scene, when it's day or night. Also, there's one missing there, the time audio. It will change the audio, the music, the ambience, when it's day or night. I will add it now. Not forgetting to mention that these classes are all connected to their own systems, like the audio system or graphics system, whatever. Now we just needed to add the code to the gears. And well, boy, I must tell you, MineOriginal, he even made blueprints of the gears. What on earth? He shared the link in Discord, by the way. If you want to give a look, feel free to join. Links below in the description. But okay. But I look at that and I start to think about my life. So I start coding, and with MineOriginal help, he told me how many degrees should each gear turn and other stuff. And for now, we have this. That's really amazing, and I'm glad that it's working. Continuing with programming, let's move on to the audio system. The audio system has three important classes: the music, the ambience, and the effects. Let's visualize in the engine. The audio system contains barriers. The blue means outside, while the red means inside. When the player enters one of these barriers, it will change the ambience. So when you step into the castle, all the birds and other noises will fade out, while other noises will fade in. This is still a sketch. When the night falls in, the ambience will change too. I also built a quick audio reverb, using the standard one from Unity, just to test it. But let's test all this stuff in game. Another music was made by MineOriginal. The soundtrack name is Story of a Wizard. Let's hear just a bit of it. But yeah, thanks MineOriginal. You can check his channel to hear the full song. And for last, the Broom has been improved. But before improving it, I had a few problems. Why are you facing the wrong direction? Imagine if this was a flying lesson.
Hey, Professor, look at me, I got skills. Do I deserve an outstanding grade, Professor?
The professor will like,
Hey! Stop it right now! You're gonna hurt yourself!
oh god, why are you standing now?
Hey! What about now? Do I deserve an outstanding grade? Because I'm literally standing on the broom. And the maximum grade, it's outstanding. It's in the name.
Oh, for the love of God, student! You're gonna fall, you fool! Outstanding! An outstanding grade doesn't mean that!
But, what about my outstanding grades?
Okay, here, take your stupid outstanding grade and come back here now! You better be fast!
Oh god, what's happening to the physics system?
Professor, I think it's too fast. I think I need help. Ah! You little devil. Wait until I learn the spell Bombarder. I'll come back for you. I know the spell.
Okay. I think it's working finally. Alright. So, this is the end of this video. I hope you like it. And sorry for not being online. Once again, yeah, university kills all my free spare time. But yeah, I also want to point out my sincere thanks to MineOriginal. It's been helping me a lot with a few projects, including this one, with 3D modeling, music, a lot of stuff. The link to his channel is written below in the description. High five! By the way, you can always join our Discord server below in the description. If you want to talk with us, feel free! But that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed and see you next time.